What's up, yo, it's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today we're gonna talk about the Real Housewives of Miami. Yeah. The episode was really good. I think the girls are constantly delivering. Lisa actually irritated the fuck out of me this episode. It just didn't make a little sense, right? Gertie, you have a special place in my heart down. I'm not gonna talk about it because it's gonna make me cry. But y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
My aunt passed away from stage 4 breast cancer. So we had her funeral, you know, a few weeks ago, which is why my videos were kind of like, you know, up and down. But yeah, like seeing this and just like, you know, we really didn't see the ins and outs of what she went through. And like for me, this gives me a perspective of, you know, what she could have endured. You know, she went through the surgery, she went through the stress and all that. So, you know, it really gives me, you know, a window to her perspective of how she might have felt during that time. My aunt was able to really, you know, plan the transition of her life. And, you know, it's something that, I'll miss her, you know. So the episode starts where it left off. Alexia asking, who's Anna?
I have a question. Who's Anna? Adriana's bringing Anna. You guys are something else. What is the problem with Anna? She said I look like a dead person.
Right. So they're trying to figure out who is Anna Conquicos. Something. So they're trying to figure out, you know, who's Anna, and you know, Nicole's like, oh, it's Anna Conquicos, something, right? So she was like, oh my God, I can't believe you'll do this. You know how Alexia just went off instead of just pausing and thinking. And you know, even Nicole told her, like, well, you know, Adriana invited her, so you know, I thought it would be cool. You know, I had no issue with her, so you know, whatever. So they storm out. It was what it was. So everybody's trying to, you know, collect themselves while everybody's walking in. We see downstairs, we see Lisa comes in with her hoopty. Everybody's like, girl, who is this?
She has no friends. Like, everybody hates her. Is that Lisa? Hey, girl.
And my whole thing with Lisa is just like, cool, you know, you did what you did. You thought it was funny. Boo, boo. I kind of didn't like the fact that when Lisa came after Gertie about driving a car, like she was like, yeah, you know, you thought it would be so funny, like I thought it was a joke, but it's not really a joke, because at the end of the day, this is what I have to do, and I'm just like, girl, like Gertie was just saying it in jest, like you don't get the fact of just, it was in just. She wasn't saying to actually, you know, you should drive a Honda Accord.
It's almost like you were delighted to say that. That's how I felt. That's how you took it? When we kept saying for you, like, we just want you safe.
She's just saying, regardless of the material things, as long as you are healthy, mentally stable, and with your children, you should be fine.
A way to say to you, for example, the Phantom, I don't give a shit if I'm in a Corolla, because guess what? I'm living with my dignity and my safety and my own environment. That was it.
But it seems like Lisa is spiraling out of control. For me, for the perspective I've had, it seemed like Lisa's spiraling because of money, right? Anna comes in, she walks through the door, and you know, she's hugging everyone, she's kissing everyone, this, that, and the third. She comes in with Adriana. You know, everybody just happens to just forget that part. So, you know, she comes and starts hugging on Lisa, and she talks to all the girls. She's like, oh my God, how you're so beautiful. You know, I'm so happy for you. Lisa's like, really? You are? Okay.
Absolutely. I've been rooting for you from day one. Plenty, you know.
Like, she was just very shocked. She was like, look, I was ready for a battle. Like, it seemed like she had so much to say about me. Now, from the clips that they showed on the show, it didn't seem like it seemed like Anna had stuff to say about Marisol. That's the only one that seemed for me. But, you know, for me, Adriana fucked up as hell, because you brought this girl to this party solely for her to, you know, ambush Alexia or Marisol or drop this bomb or whatever. She was like, yeah, she has information just to get out there. I'm just like, Adriana, at some point, and shout out for Julia throughout this whole episode, because I feel like Julia was one of the realest, because Lisa tried to go after Julia just
As a mother, or you, or anybody here, you can never talk about my kids. But I question me.
like, yeah, you know, you over here talking about my did I put my kids to bed? You do not bring up my kids. You do not bring up my kids. Well, sweetie, nobody brought up your kids or talking about your kids. What we're talking about is your mothering. Did you put your kids to bed before you want to over here get up in the streets? That's what she was asking about, because she said, look, if all that stuff happened to me, I wouldn't want to come to the party in the first place. Because why? Because did you put your kids to bed? She wasn't talking about your kids, and I think that's the part that people be missing. It's like you're talking about my kids. No, bitch, we're talking about your mothering. Now, would I go there? That's not really me. But yes, ma'am, to Julia.
Okay, it's not your place to talk about my kids or what I put in. So just apologize for it and be done with it. Apologize for what? Oh my God, Julia!
She said what she said. And Lisa's trying to get her to apologize. You see Gertie like, pick your battles wisely. You hear Kiki.
My God, Julia!
No. It's like she said in her confessional. If I don't mean it, I'm not going to apologize. But I don't feel like if you're not sorry about the situation, why apologize? So I was right there with Julia, right? So you see, you know, Anna, she comes in, they're over here talking, blah, blah, blah. As she comes sit down, you know, the girl's like, okay, what's the beef? What's the issue? What's going on, right?
I've never crossed the line with either one of them. Marisol said that she was disturbed by the fact that you were saying that you want her dead. I didn't say I want her dead.
So Anna was like, you know, I thought everything is cool. Everything is fine. You know, I have no issue. Now, Anna's not really talking shit, but Lisa gets up, goes outside, get a phone call. She's on the phone with Alexia and Marisol, right? She's like, yeah, she's in here talking shit about you guys. Y'all better get back up here right now. I'm like, Lisa, you messy as hell, because to be honest, I didn't hear her say not one thing bad about the girls. And then what would gag y'all for real is if they actually bring her as a full cast member next year. Because the producer gonna be like, we wanna know what's really tea. For real.
You need to show up because they're talking and you gotta shut it down right now.
Give her a confessional, right? But, you know, as they're all talking, you know, trying to figure all this stuff out, Adriana's like, well, I brought her back so she can clear the air with all the ladies. It was what it was. Nicole is kind of irritating me because Nicole is still sitting over here like she's just aloof, that there's some type of situation. My whole thing is, Nicole, you can't tell me that when Adriana was like, I'm bringing Anna, you didn't like, right? So Alexia and Marisol, they come back, and then Alexia's main focus, she started going back and forth with Anna.
Very not nice about how you were so above us. No, I've never said that. You said you hate me so much you wish I was dead. I never said that.
But it wasn't too deep, because they were just like, okay, what did she say? And then Marisol was like, she said that I'm, and she wants me. To be honest, what she said, what her daughter actually said was, you're a walking corpse. I mean, it wasn't nice, right? But then Alexia's main focus, instead of being on Anna, who she stormed out and ran from, it was on Nicole.
Exactly. Well, then you were right in here for Mother's Day brunch.
And she was like, Nicole, at the end of the day, you're so mean, you're so nasty, and that's when your mother said you're mean. Baby, that's all you had to say, because don't bring up my mother. What are you talking about? Like, excuse me? I'm like, girl, my mother, girl, I would have heard nothing else. Because what are you even talking about? Like, talk about my mother. So like Nicole said, like, girl, watch your mouth, because I was like, yeah, Nicole.
Yeah, you. So stop the whole thing, okay? Keep going. Guys. Are you throwing all these things at me, Nicole? You got here and you don't.
It all to avail, because you see Kiki start storming out after arguing with Julia. You see Marisol storm out, Alexia storm out, Lisa storm out. They all come back in and they come back out. And then we see the guy with the poet, because after everything simmered down, the poet, he's talking about, he wrote a whole synopsis of what happened. I'm like, child, it's too much going on. But you know, Nicole tried her best, but this party was a dud. And the amount of yelling, I'm like, what in the world? But yeah, you know, I just feel like, shout out to Julia for standing her own, because she didn't let them punk her into apologizing. You see Larsa trying to tell her to apologize, and Gertie, Kiki, I'm just like, it's not that deep, right? So we hop over and we see, you know, Gertie's about to go for her surgery. She's very nervous, you know. surgery's never a good thing. I mean, sometimes, the results are a good thing, but it's just scary. You're going under like general anesthesia, and you just never know with that. You have to have somebody with skilled hands and really skilled to give you the right amount. We all know that Gertie is cancer free, and I'm happy that they revealed that before the season. Before the season aired, because to be honest, throughout this whole thing, I'll have anxiety watching this whole thing, for real. Because like with cancer, you just never know. I just want everyone to be safe. Make sure y'all get checks. Make sure when if you're of age, get mammograms. Even if you're not of age, get mammograms. Check your balls. Make sure to check your prostate. I know some of y'all like to check your prostate often, but just make sure we are keeping safe and knowing the signs. Adriana goes to Julia, right? And they were having a cute little moment. And Julia was holding Adriana accountable, telling her, girl, we're over here arguing with Nicole about the situation when it's you. You were the one who brought Anna.
Why is she there? Who invited her? Because you knew about confrontation coming. Not anymore. It makes it a conflict.
So you brought Anna when you knew that she had information to drop? She was basically trying to hold her accountable, and Adriana didn't want to hear. She's like, no, you're sounding like them.
You're coming at me thinking, so like, why did you do that? And like, you're acting like them right now. Because I am here in the middle.
Girl, because you're in the wrong. She was like, well, all I did was just brought her to talk about what was going on with Alexia's life. And like Julia was saying, girl, it's none of your business. Why are you over here meddling in somebody else's business when you didn't want them to do it to you? And she's like, I had your back. So I feel like, if anything, this is how Julia should have handled it, because she's your friend. At least Julia didn't say it in mixed company. She's saying it alone with you to your face and holding you accountable. And for Adriana to get up and leave and storm off, I just feel like it's childish, because you want to be right so much and you want her to defend you 100% and not be able to hold you accountable.
I am leaving. I'm not here for this. You don't hear me. No, but I would have left the room also. That is not that.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that. But that was the majority of the episode. We see Marisol and them. They talk on the phone, girl. You already know they talk shit about somebody. I don't got time. Amy. Yeah. Well, y'all, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black View. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let it God stop a y'all and break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around, cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? The sour candy all I really ask me for. Now I got to go. Got